The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Hater here, and I am so freaking happy. Like, Indy 5, freaking Indiana Jones 5. No title for it, but Indiana Jones 5. Where do I even start with this? Like these first few pictures that we're just getting on set with Harrison Ford in full Indy costume, minus like the whip and some stuff. My childhood is happy. My childhood is happy. I'm sorry. I don't care how old Harrison Ford is and everything. I really don't care. But just to see him back in the fedora and the leather jacket, it just brings a smile to my face. Clearly brings a smile to my face. As far as the set pictures go, it's mostly the Harrison Ford with Kathleen Kennedy. I guess they started filming June 7th. And they're trying to do a June or July 2022 release, which is going to be crazy. All I gotta say is summer 2022 is going to be crazy. You got Indiana Jones at Jurassic World Dominion. It's going to be a really crazy summer. It's going to be like the summer of like nostalgia right there. Like all your old school hits are coming back to the big screen. So yeah, let's talk about these pictures. So this first one right here, we just have Harrison Ford and Kathleen Kennedy. You know, obviously everybody's masked up. I believe these photos are in London. They're shooting in London, not in Pinewood, but I forgot the name of the city. But they're shooting in London right now. They're shooting at a castle, which is supposed to dub over for Germany. And then in this photo right here, we see a train that's been, you know, dressed up to look like a I won't say the word, but you know what kind of train from the you know what guys. Again, I believe this will be a flashback. From what I understand about in this movie, there's going to be a flashback, kind of like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where we see Indy on a younger Indy on a earlier past adventure. So they have a guy with a pretty derpy looking Indiana, like Harrison Ford mask, doing young Indy stuff. So from what I believe, what I know, I think they're going to use a CGI de-aged Harrison Ford face for that portion of the film. So I'm sorry if you thought we were getting a young Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones. No. Harrison Ford even said so himself. He's like, he's me, I'm him. If I'm gone, then he's gone. Old, you know, gravelly voice, which is great, I believe. And they're going to be on a train, and there's going to be a castle. And there's some old, like, German World War II motorcycles. So this is that is prime Indiana Jones era territory right there, like right before or in the middle during World War II. Like that's what they did for Raiders, that's what they did for Last Crusade. So I believe we're going to be sticking there for whatever is going to happen in that portion of the film. But the rest of these set pictures, from what I understand, they're filming a lot of different locations, a lot. But then again, Indiana Jones movies is kind of like a globe-trotting adventure where they could be here, 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 here. It's always kind of been like that. Usually what it is, it's like 2 or max 3 different countries per film. Kind of like Star Wars. They usually, with Star Wars, the general consensus is like 2 to 3 different planets per film. So I think they're sticking true with that. No real other news has been coming up about this movie other than the fact that they cast Mads Mikkelsen as the villain in this, which I am so happy for him and jealous at the same time. Think about it, Mads Mikkelsen, this guy gets to be in all the dope franchises. He's in Casino Royale, so he's in the James Bond franchise, the 007 franchise. He's in Rogue One, so he's in, you know, as Galen Erso, Jyn Erso's father. So he's in Star Wars. He's also in Doctor Strange. I forgot the name of him, but he was the main villain in that movie. And now he's in Indiana Jones. And then also, aside from that, he's also in Hannibal Lecter in the Silence of the Lamb. Like he's Hannibal freaking Lecter in the show. I'm always jealous of those, happy and jealous for those actors who can like transition from like different franchises, like all like the franchise that I really like and care about. Put him in Jurassic World or whatever, and just call it a day. Aside from that, we get Phoebe Waller-Bridge. If you guys don't know her, she was L3 in Solo: A Star Wars Story. She was she did the motion capture for that, and then the voice also. So I don't know what role she's gonna play in that. From what I understand from her work on British television, she's kind of a comedic actor, so she could be like the comedic relief, kind of like how that guy Mac was in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And this will be different. This will be interesting because we've never really seen Indy with a a female sidekick. I mean, he's had his love interest, but he's married now to Marion Ravenwood from Raiders or Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Obviously not a love interest. I believe she will be probably the sidekick in this. No other casting information has really been released yet, so that'll probably trickle out later down the year as production picks up. So like I said before, production started June 7th of this year. I believe they were thinking about a 4 or 5 month shooting schedule. They might go ahead, it might be behind, who knows, with COVID and how the pandemic is going. But I'm just happy that they're going because Harrison Ford is not getting any younger. And by the time this movie comes out, he's going to be 78 years old, which is crazy. What else? So Steven Spielberg is not directing this. It's going to be directed by James Mangold. If you guys don't know him, he directed the Logan movie, that beautiful Logan movie, and that was one of the greatest character send-offs for a big pop culture character with Wolverine. So and this is supposed to be Harrison Ford's last go as Indiana Jones, so I'm expecting this send-off to be well received, even though I hope they kind of do another Indiana Jones. I'm sorry, I might be a little biased. Even though I always, Harrison Ford is always going to be Indiana Jones, I would not mind a young Indiana Jones movie with somebody else cast. I remember when these rumors about this movie were stirring years back, the names Chris Pratt were like thrown in there. I would have wanted to see Bradley Cooper as a younger Indiana Jones, but he's like a little too, he's kind of aged out. They would need for a younger Indiana Jones because he's actually either the same age or a little older than Harrison Ford was when he first did Raiders of the Lost Ark. So get that plan, or just do a DH Harrison Ford for a whole movie. I would not care. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this. Let me know what you guys think about this movie. Do you think it's gonna mend the wounds, the still kind of open wounds from King of the Crystal Skull? How do you feel about seeing Harrison Ford back on set? How do you feel about the fact that Steven Spielberg is not directing? George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, I believe, are executive producing, but not directing. And Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall. So basically, the whole team from back in the 80s is back for this movie, which is great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you could be so kind as to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos, that would be great. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. Take care. Catch you in the next one. Bye.